You seen this kind of fishing method? The bait is a giant fly bigger than a truck. The fishing rod is a black iron stick thicker than a thigh. Is this fishing for great white sharks? Suddenly there was a ripple at the bait. The big fish has bitten the hook. Toriko pulled hard. A big fish with lobster claws jumped into the air, but this attracted a sky robber. It opened its huge claws and wanted to snatch the big fish, but Toriko is not easy to provoke. He exerted all his strength. The powerful force directly smashed the fish and the bird together. In this way, two epic ingredients were easily obtained. Komatsu witnessed Toriko's hunting scene with his own eyes. He firmly believes that he has found the right person and immediately stated his purpose. He wants to commission Toriko to capture the fierce beast of the secret realm, Kyla Crocodile. What? Kyla Crocodile? That's a legendary ingredient worth $100,000 in one bite. The most important thing is that its meat is as delicious as king crab. The taste is as fat and juicy as a 9 Wagyu beef. Just thinking about it makes Toriko's saliva gush out. So the two immediately took a boat to the beast's nest. In the evening, the two chose to rest by the lake in the center of the island. They are still leisurely eating barbecue, but before they had a few bites, a 100-meter-long giant snake suddenly jumped out of the water. It opened its mouth and pounced on Komatsu, but before Toriko could make a move, the big snake suddenly died violently. Toriko went up to check. He found a huge wound on the belly of the giant snake. In other words, the terrifying giant snake that needs to be dispatched by a tank was actually bitten to death by something, but before Komatsu had time to sigh, the body of the giant snake was dragged into the lake by a huge force. The next second, in Komatsu's horrified eyes, the creature that made the entire island tremble appeared. Looking at the huge creature in front of him, Komatsu shouted that the crocodile has become a goblin, because the largest known crocodile is simply dwarfed compared to it. According to the record, the largest Kyla crocodile can only live for 150 years, but the one in front of me obviously broke the shackles of age. It is a crocodile goblin that has lived for at least 300 years, and it is a terrifying existence with a capture level of more than 8. However, Toriko is not panicked at all, even drooling with greed, because this is the largest Kyla crocodile he has ever encountered. Its meat should be super delicious. The giant crocodile opens his mouth. Toriko dodged sideways. The giant crocodile turned its head and rushed towards Toriko with its tail, but was caught by Toriko. Toriko pulled hard. The Kyla crocodile weighing tens of tons was actually thrown directly. Unexpectedly, the giant crocodile landed steadily. After a short accumulation of power, a death charge attacked Toriko. Toriko dodged sideways again. A heavy punch knocked the giant crocodile into a flip in the air. This also stunned Komatsu on the side. But the crocodile spirit that has lived for 300 years should not be underestimated. It was not afraid of such an attack. On the contrary, Toriko was caught by the giant crocodile and was thrown away by its tail. A large cloud of dust was stirred up. Toriko knows that he can't beat Kyla crocodile with just his physical strength, but there is a red ghost hidden in his body. Once Toriko uses the power of the red ghost, this crocodile spirit is just a little gecko. The huge pressure enveloped the entire island. Komatsu's snot was scared out, but Kyla crocodile rushed towards Alu directly. The reason why it didn't run away was not because of the self-esteem of being a king, but the arrogance and ignorance that has never encountered a strong enemy in 300 years. Toriko's left hand turned into a fork and pierced the heart of the giant crocodile directly. Then the right hand turned into a knife and cut it down. After the giant crocodile landed, it was no longer the overlord of this group of islands, but it was dismembered into juicy and delicious roast meat. The top ingredients plus Komatsu's excellent cooking skills make the meat of Kyla crocodile even more delicious. Melt in the mouth, rich and fragrant. A piece of meat is worth 100,000. It's so cool to take off.